friends, hey friends, hey friends. I already know what you're thinking, friend. Sis, what are you doing? Go enjoy your Friday. But you guys, I am on one today. I am back with yet another reaction on none other than Liv's life. I'm not even going to get into it. With that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so I just watched her video about why she doesn't do the children's hair and what someone said to her in the comments of a reactor's video. And I have to be honest with you, friends, I felt a little bad for her. Yes, I did. Contrary to popular belief, I do not hate these women. I just simply react to the content that they put out. That is it. That is all. Whatever reactor that she was referring to was giving her some constructive criticism, and shockingly, surprisingly, she took it very well, and I have to commend her for that, because we all know she can be really stubborn and very nasty, to say the least. So I have to give her credit for her getting on this camera, putting her foot in her mouth after being so condescending and so rude to people trying to give her tips for their hair and constructive criticism. I have to give her credit because it is due. She actually sat there and admitted that she can do better and that she will do better when it comes to doing her children's hair, because they are beautiful and they deserve to have their hair done. Liv, I agree with you. You have gorgeous melanin children and they deserve nothing but the best, and they deserve to look their best so they can grow up with confidence, knowing that they are beautiful in the skin that they are in. The only thing that I will critique is that you have to tread very lightly when you're using the word nappy referring to African American hair. You cannot say that, and Lord, please don't say it around your daughters. You don't want them running around thinking they have nappy hair. No, reassure them that the beautiful locks on their head is like a sunflower and all it needs is water to grow. So Liv proceeded to say that the woman in the comments said to her that she uses her white privilege and she doesn't realize how she is. Basically, she said her having kids of darker complexion with textured hair is her karma. Now that, I don't know who said it, but I don't agree with that, not one bit. However, I do understand why she may feel this way about Liv, because Liv, you do exude superiority. You do act like you're better than. You are very condescending. You are very conceited. Just like when you make these comments about these black women not having edges and being bald-headed, and look at me, look at my long mixed race hair. That comes off as you being superior to others. So I get where she's coming from in that sense. Now, as far as her saying your children are your karma, the reason why I don't agree with that at all, because you do in fact have beautiful children, and I don't think children should be targeted at all. I think children are completely off limits when it comes to talking about how they look. Now, do I think it was a direct attack to the children? Absolutely not. I don't even think it was a dig towards black women or colored women who have dark complexions and textured hair. I think that woman in the comments was just simply trying to prove a point. She was basically trying to say, you think you're all of that because of your light skin and your silky hair, and you thought your kids were going to come out with your genes and they did not, and you low-key feel a way about it. Now, do I think you feel a way about it? Absolutely not. I do think you love your children, but a lot of people do think that you feel a way about how they look. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. But what I will say also is that now you sit in the car emotional with your tail in between your legs and your foot in your mouth. And this is why I tell you, women, to watch what you say and watch how you come off to people. Because if you're going to backtrack and end up with your foot in your mouth, you look stupid. Don't get me wrong. There is nothing wrong with correction. You can correct yourself all day. That is a part of growth. That is an amazing trait to have. But when it comes to you, you tend to talk a lot of big talk and you have this attitude, this nasty demeanor with people who are simply trying to help you. That is all it is. And then now look at you now. Now you're taking the constructive criticism because you realize after so many people saying it, like, wait a minute, something has to be true. There has to be some truth to this. Given the fact that you are finally ready to admit when you are in the wrong, I honestly think that you can go a very long way. I've seen it before. You had a good head on your shoulders. I know you were going through a divorce. I know it's rough, but girl, you are all over the place. Just get it together, stick to it, take the constructive criticism. Nobody hates you, nobody's trying to ruin you. People are just trying to help you. If you stick to taking the constructive criticism, like keeping men out of your home and away from your children and watching how you speak in front of your children, girl, you will be all good. There will be nothing to talk about. So moving along, she bought a whole bunch of barrettes and bolitas and braiding hair and just hair supply things from the hair supply store. So that shows progress. She is actually going to try. And I hope you stick to it, Liv, because we all know you get on here and you start something and you talk a whole lot about what you're going to do and you don't execute it. Hopefully in this situation, you will definitely execute it and have your girls look a little more presentable and take care of their beautiful locks like the flowers that they are. So this is the part where I did feel really bad, friends. She went on to say how hard it is as a single mother, and it's a lot on her. And I completely get it, and I sympathize with her. I don't think that any woman signs up to have children with a man who is going to walk away from the commitment and from the family. So I do feel bad about that, regardless of how terrible of a person she may be when it comes to relationships. I still do feel terrible for her because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be a single mother. I totally understand that being a single mother can be very overwhelming, and sometimes you feel like you're just going to lose your shit because there is not enough time in the day. But you have to take into consideration what people are saying, because you are spending hours and hours on end dyeing your hair, trimming your hair, flat ironing your hair, braiding your hair, installing units in your hair. So what you need to do is cut that routine in half and spend at least 10 minutes per child and do their hair. Honestly, if you ask me, their hair should have been done way before yours. Friends, I know I've been saying this a lot lately, but please excuse the background noise. They are disrespectful outside and they do not care if I am recording with my window open, getting some fresh air. So just when she showed some vulnerability and transparency, she done turned into Tupac 2.5 seconds later. She said, listen, I am not doing it for the negative bitches in the back. I am doing it for the grown, good women who are giving me advice. Listen, sis, everyone, whether you perceive it to be negative end or positive, whatever it may be, these women, including myself, are trying to just give you constructive criticism. It is not to put you down at all. I don't know why you are so defensive. You just had a good moment. I felt a little connected. I felt bad for you, but here you go with the attitude. Here you go. That is your problem. And this is why people say you have personality disorders. People say that you are a narcissist. People say that you are bipolar. Why couldn't you just keep the energy good, take the advice, and keep it pushing? Listen, nobody is out to get you. Nobody hates you. We are just reacting to the content you put out and calling you out on your bullshit when we feel it is necessary. That's it. At this point, friends, I am done with this video. You already know the vibes. Like what you like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. And I will talk to you down below and in the next video.